What would you do if you lived in a world where everyone except for you had superpowers? Welcome to KRL's Anime Extravaganza, hosted by me, Cameron Ross, a community learning intern at the Silverdale branch of the Kitsap Regional Library. This is the first episode of my 4-part program about the genres of an internationally celebrated arts form, anime and manga. I hope that after watching these videos you will be inspired to visit your local library and check out some of these fantastic and fun series. In the world of anime and manga, there are many different genres and audiences the shows are marketed towards. Like you may have seen Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon before and thought, oh, the shows are just all for kids and are all the same. But there's a lot more to it than that. There's something in anime for everyone. There's a diverse list of genres and subgenres, some of which are exclusive just to the medium of anime and manga. For the first episode, I decided to talk about the action genre, one that features powerful heroes and villains, over-the-top fight scenes, interesting universes and power systems, and climactic chapters that will have you on the edge of your seat. They often feature a relatable and fun protagonist who discovers a strange power and has to learn how to use it, or a character who already has a power and faces dangerous foes who they surprise with their strength. A lot of series in the action genre also fall in the shonen subgenre, which means that they are marketed to teenage boys. So if you happen to be in that category, these series are very likely to strike your fancy. Let's start off with the featured anime, which happens to be my personal favorite series, My Hero Academia!
What? Whoa. How did this get here?
That was weird. Anyway, I live, sleep, and breathe My Hero Academia, and I could not be more excited that the third season of the anime is currently airing! This is just gonna keep happening, isn't it? Let's get back into it with a bit of background on the series. My Hero Academia started as a manga in Japan's popular Shonen Jump magazine back in July of 2014. The second season of the anime premiered in April 2017, and the third season is airing right now. But if you want to get ahead of the curve and read this fantastic story before it's animated, the Kitsap Regional Library has every single manga volume that has come out so far, including number 12, which just was released. It's getting really hot in this thing. I should take it off. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You know what? I've had enough. I'm just gonna take the whole sweatshirt off. I've changed my mind. I'm just gonna leave the sweatshirt on. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the sweatshirt on. Now for the plot. The story takes place in a world where approximately 80% of the population have superpowers called quirks. Now, unfortunately, our main character, Izuku Midoriya, is one of those 20% of people who don't have a quirk. However, he dreamed of becoming a hero ever since he saw the debut of the world's greatest hero, All Might. Yes, thank you, Shirt Demon, or whatever you are. All Might, this guy right here. Even when he found out he was quirkless, Midoriya didn't give up on his dream. And one day he gets attacked by a slime monster, and All Might saves him from it. It is then that All Might transforms from a big burly man into a really skinny, scrawny guy right in front of Midoriya. He reveals that he's been slowly losing his power after receiving a really bad injury, and now he's looking for a successor to take on his mysterious quirk. He agrees to train Midoriya and gives him his quirk, which is so powerful it breaks his bones when he uses it. He gets into the school of his dreams, UA, and joins their hero program, where All Might just happens to be a new teacher. The series has a phenomenal cast of likable and fun characters like Midoriya's 19 classmates, who each have their own unique power. There are, of course, villains that challenge the heroes as well, like the leader of the League of Villains, Shigaraki, the hero killer Stain, and the Yakuza boss Overhaul. At any given time, usually one of two things is happening. Either the students are training in school, or they're fighting off attacks from the villains. And honestly, it's kind of hard to tell which part is more entertaining. The students are all such great characters that seeing them interact with each other and learn how to more efficiently use their quirks is just as much fun as seeing them duke it out with the League of Villains. There are many dramatic and climactic moments that make My Hero Academia the perfect example of a shonen series, but it really is something that anyone can enjoy. I cannot recommend this series highly enough, and I promise that if you go and start reading it, you will not be disappointed. Whoa! I'm freed from the curse! On to the next series, One Punch Man. It took me a while to decide whether I should have featured My Hero Academia or this one because they're just so good. One Punch Man was first created in 2009 as a webcomic by a guy aptly named One. And it got its anime adaptation in 2015. The plot follows a superhero named Saitama who trained so hard to be a hero that he lost all of his hair, but gained such phenomenal strength that he can destroy any enemy in one punch, hence the name of the series. Now, while great power may come with great responsibility, the greatest power comes with boredom. What Saitama really wants is a good challenging opponent, but he can't find one because he just hits them once and they die. Imagine if in a video game you could defeat any enemy or boss with just your weakest attack, you would get bored really quickly. Luckily for him, things start to get more interesting once he unwillingly takes on the cyborg Genos as his disciple, and the two join the Hero Association, where they have to rank up and gain popularity by destroying powerful monsters. Now, at first glance, the gimmick of this series might sound a little boring. Oh, he beats everything in one punch, how can that be fun? Well, somehow, it is fun. The fights aren't as short as they sound. Saitama's a bit like Goku from Dragon Ball in that he likes to have his opponent get to their full power before he crushes them in one blow, probably because he wants to see if they can give him a good fight. It's also important to remember the deuteragonist Genos, who might not be anywhere close to Saitama's overwhelming power, but still has enough strength and abilities to make him one of the series' hardest-hitting and likable characters. It's a blast to see him use his incineration cannons to go toe-to-toe with the most dangerous monsters around, thanks to the immense strength his cyborg body gives him. Besides him, there's a plethora of interesting side characters, like the S-Class heroes, who are the strongest heroes in the association. The series also has a lot of positive themes about pursuing your dreams, and Saitama tells people often never to give up because one day they could be as strong as he is. For those who want to dive right in and read the manga, the Kitsap Regional Library conveniently happens to have all of the volumes released in English, all the way from 1 to 13. For a final note, Saitama has a habit of gruesomely destroying his foes, so I would rate this series 13 and up. Let's move on to a series that also features giant monsters, but not overpowered superheroes, Attack on Titan. This is a series that achieved a surprising amount of attention in America when it first aired. The manga itself has 71 million volumes sold, making it one of the best-selling mangas of all time. The first season of the anime came out in 2013 and was widely well received. The second season came out just a year ago, and the third season has been confirmed for July of this year. Here's the plot. In an alternate world, humanity is terrorized by giant beasts called Titans, which resemble giant unintelligent humans. The Titans' only desire is to eat people, so they have almost driven humanity to extinction. The survivors created 3 walls, Maria, Rose, and Cena, to hide behind and to keep the Titans out. But one day a colossal Titan appears and kicks a gigantic hole in the first wall, which allows Titans to flow into one of Earth's few remaining cities. Our protagonist, Eren Yeager, lives in this city, and he witnesses his own mother get devoured by a Titan. He vows to kill all of them and joins the military with his childhood friends Mikasa and Armin. The story then follows the exploits of them and their fellow soldiers as they attempt to drive back the Titan threat. This series is nowhere near as lighthearted and funny as the previous two, nor does it have as many thrilling action scenes. I would then recommend Attack on Titan to somebody who prefers more drama and mystery than high-octane violence. The aspects and themes explored in this show are definitely more mature than the other ones, so I would recommend this series to people 15 and up. The library has all the volumes of both the original series and the prequel called Before the Fall, so if you want to understand the things the anime hasn't gotten to yet, go to the library and pick up a book. That about does it for the first episode of Anime Extravaganza. I hope this video encouraged you to try one of the series I talked about, or at least to visit your local library and do some exploring to see what you might like. My name is Cameron Ross, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I probably should have read through it first.
Good job.